Welcome to the Goose Riot podcast. I am not your host tonight. It's going to be Zach. Take it away, Zach.
Welcome to Goose Riot. I am Zach. I will be your host for the night. We talk about bad movies and other stuff. Hello.
Hey.
Hello. I will now go around the table and we will introduce ourselves and say something
Who's Robin?
about ourselves.
Something about ourselves?
Yes.
My name's Tanner, and I was born with an extra vertebrae
Okay.
in my butt. It's like
Okay.
a little tail. They chopped it off.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Next.
My name's Josh.
It's
I
still
didn't
got a
have any
scar.
of that weird shit.
You want to see it?
No.
Your interesting fact is you didn't have an extra vertebrae.
No.
That's not very interesting. Next.
Yeah.
My name is Chad, and if I had a sleep number, it would be 17.
All you have to do is go into the store. You can find your sleep
No,
number.
that takes the mystery away. You don't know your sleep number. That's like knowing when you're going to die.
What do you bet that they ask him to put down a deposit before he lays on one of their beds? They're like, I don't know,
sir.
we're gonna need $200 before you lay down on our bed, just in case.
That's a pretty good joke.
Two forms of
right there.
identification.
Yeah,
Your
that was-
sleep number is ERR.
That was pretty good.
I'll take it.
Well played, sir.
All right, next.
My name is Dave. I like unicorns.
Oh, that's a good
Hi,
fact.
Dave.
All right, next.
My name is Jeff, and I used to play in a band in Gainesville.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
the most boring fact ever.
We have a good cast of characters here tonight. We
It's a cast.
watched the timeless classic Timecop
Really?
It's timeless.
this week.
Wow, nice pun.
And what is this
You're
episode
welcome.
called?
You're welcome.
Do we have?
We didn't spend an hour debating it, so I guess we're going to go with what Tanner
that's
has
a
on
stupid-
paper.
stupid title.
There's so
Well,
many
yeah.
choices. There's I'm Still Kicking. I Must Be on Broadway.
That's
How about counter
This-
splits?
No, this episode is
Counter
called
splits.
I Wish Jean-Claude Van Damme was my best friend.
That's
I do
a
wish
really
that.
long.
I wish JCVD was my best friend.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Episode
There
11.
you go.
I wish
Can't say it that
JCVD
fast.
was my
I'm
best
not
friend.
This is-
JCVD is my
JCVD.
best friend.
JCVD.
Yeah, but that's
is my best
lying
friend.
because he's not. I just wish
He'll
that
hunt
he
you
was.
down.
He may not know it, but he is.
I do wish that.
He's in my heart.
He's inside all of us.
Hmm.
I do wish that.
Which
I wish
part?
he was.
Tanner would like me
Yeah.
to now tell you that we will be spoiling this movie, but I fucking hate Tanner, so I don't care.
Don't do
Agreed.
it.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I will be using curse words if you hadn't noticed.
I think all of us will.
We're just gonna hop right into this, so I'm gonna pass it off to Floyd Mayweather to read the synopsis,
I wish I could do his voice.
or we'll just go with Dave.
We'll just use me. In an effort to expedite this, we're going to do like a 2-minute plot reveal for the whole movie and then talk about it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Break that shit down.
Take out your
Hooray.
notebooks and,
So-
and your pencils. Get ready to write this down.
Here we go. Timecop opens in 1863 with Confederate soldiers transporting gold, presumably the spoils of a recent battle. The convoy gets gunned down by a leather-clad thief from the distant future wielding high-tech machine pistols. 131 years later, we see the U.S. government establishing the Time Enforcement Commission, hereafter referred to as the TEC, to prevent the misuse of newly developed time travel technology. We find out that the gold stolen from the Confederate shipment has been used in a recent major purchase 131 years in the future. Senator Aaron McComb volunteers to oversee the commission, and we later discover that police officer Max Walker, played by the Jean-Claude Van Damme, is offered a job as a TEC agent. Later that evening, Max is attacked in his home by intruders, and his wife, Melissa Sarah, is killed in an explosion. 10 years later, Officer Walker is now a veteran TEC agent. Walker is sent back to 1929 in the midst of the Wall Street crash to arrest his former partner, who we discover is being forced to make money for Senator McComb to fund his upcoming presidential campaign. Walker prevents his former partner from committing suicide, only to watch the TEC sentence him to execution for his indiscretions. Walker is then paired up with Agent Fielding, played by Gloria Rubin, and then sent back to 1994, where they are to prevent another change in the timeline. We then find that Senator is responsible for this change as well, as he is attempting to advise his former self to continue to invest in specific computer chips. We witness McComb killing a computer scientist, wounding Fielding, attempting to kill Walker, and then escaping back to 2004. When Walker returns to 2004, he finds that things have become worse. McComb owns the computer company responsible for the time travel technology, and he's now a shoo-in for the presidency. The TEC is being shut down due to budget cuts, and there's also no record of the agent Fielding. Realizing it's up to him to fix things, Walker hijacks the original prototype time machine and goes back to 1994. Walker convinces Fielding, who was wounded, to testify against McComb. Whilst looking for Fielding's DNA for some stupid reason, Walker finds a sample of his wife's blood and finds out she is pregnant. Walker realizes that later that very night, she dies and decides to stop it. Walker discovers Fielding has been murdered, and he's been framed for the murder. Walker goes to the mall where he knows he will find his wife and convinces her he is from the future. Just like 10 years earlier, McComb's thugs attack Walker's home that night, only this time there are 2 Jean-Claude Van Dammes there to fight them off. Walker kills the bad guys with help from his younger counterpart, although the younger Walker is wounded and falls off the roof. The 2004 Senator McComb then takes Walker's wife hostage and sets a bomb to explode after an arbitrary amount of time. Older Walker reveals that he has set a trap, and the younger McComb, the 1994 version of McComb, arrives on scene. Long story short, Walker's wife gets shot, and Walker roundhouse kicks younger McComb into older McComb, which turns them into a shrieking mass of goo that dissolves into the floor. Walker then carries his wife out of the house just before the bomb explodes. Walker returns to 2004, discovers the timeline has been corrected, everybody's alive. McComb does not exist, having vanished 10 years earlier. As Walker drives his ridiculous-looking future car home, he is happily shocked to find his wife alive and 9-year-old sweater vest-clad son anxious to welcome him home. His wife announces she's pregnant. The end.
Time. Sorry, I didn't really.
What was the
check.
end?
I didn't check the time. I
That's
just
okay.
wanted to say time.
It's all right. We can check it later. It's
Yeah.
something it's possible in
That's
this
really
world.
good.
Before I forget, before we get too far off of it, you
Too
mentioned that the car looks
Looked
horrible.
ridiculous. Yeah.
What was up with that? It
In
looked-
2004, they forget how to, aesthetically design anything.
Yeah.
It's now just gray chunks of metal with yellow paint all stuck together.
You know,
pretty much.
You
And
guys
no
may,
windows.
You guys
No
may
windows.
be making fun of this, but I can't wait until 2004.
I want to jump to the middle
Right
of
around the
this
corner.
real quick because I have a question about your summary. 'Cause I might have
Please.
just missed this during the movie. You said that he took the prototype back. I thought they just said that the McComb guy took the prototype. That's how he was going back.
McComb had been taking the prototype
Yes.
He had
to
to go
do
back
his
in
illicit deeds.
when they shut
Yeah.
down the.
I thought that was just the normal thing.
No, when they shut down the whole
Yeah.
department, he had to go back to where the prototype was, steal
Oh,
it, and take
okay.
it.
Yeah, because the time machine Walker was using had been dismantled. at this
Gotcha.
point.
Now, did they look like you guys remember crash test dummy
Yeah.
toys and the little
Yes.
commercials? Did that not look like the crash test dummy
The sled they
workshop?
sit in? Yeah.
Yes. That was
bit.
pretty much what the time machine was.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
was the wall necessary? Did they need that wall
Yes.
there? It just seemed a little
It
dangerous.
was
It's like a
just in case
metaphysical
something-
barrier.
Well, yeah, and if something went wrong,
I mean-
they deserve to die.
Tanner,
Oh.
since you're not a time travel scientist, I don't believe you would understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah,
you.
Even if we
Hey,
explained it to you, I don't
are-
think you'd understand it. So
Wait,
All right, wait. Let's.
where's our
just
time
take my
travel
doctorate and-
specialist?
Yeah, that's what we're
Quantum-
gonna.
We
That's
need
what we're
to
gonna do
chime
right
in
now.
here.
I know, Chad. You want to talk about time
Yes,
travel.
I watched
in this movie.
Stargate, so I know about time travel.
Let's go. Let's talk about time travel real
I've
quick.
seen
so we can
all
get
of the
this out
Star
of the way.
Treks.
Well, there's a couple of things, couple of problems
So-
I have
so-
with this movie.
Okay, I have questions first.
You have problems
So,
with this movie?
Are you an expert in time travel that's supposed to involve speed or
Both.
a singularity?
All forms of time
Okay,
travel. I'm an
okay.
expert.
Oh wow.
I'm a regular Stephen fucking Hawking.
So what are your issues with this time travel?
Timecop.
That
That's the
that they
issue.
police it.
Let's
It's
No,
just one issue.
just dumb
It's
fucking
the
movie.
What?
I'm gonna
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask you to elaborate.
And
Okay.
Is that your
No.
scientific response?
Let's not go with let's not do
Let's-
the paradoxes or
No, we're
anything.
Gonna,
We'll go into those
we'll
later.
just have the
First off,
paradoxes. We'll get into the movie.
let's just go
When
with
he
your
pops
scientific
out-
issues.
Into dude's building or his office. Where the fuck is the space car? The time travel space car
Okay.
from
So,
2004.
so your issue is that the car
That's
doesn't
one of
go
my
with
issues.
him.
The car doesn't go with him. He gets in the car, leaves the factory warehouse thing from the car within the car, goes towards that metal wall. Somehow he just walks through this portal. He walks through. Doesn't get not being shot through. He just walks through the portal. And when they go back, how do you get back to the fucking future? You press a button on this big ass fucking pocket square
I
thing.
believe it was a tape recorder.
Yeah, I don't know what the
Yes.
fuck it was. It was
You push
retarded.
pause on the tape recorder, and it takes you back to the future.
Yeah,
back to the car.
exactly.
So I totally understand your one issue where whenever he time travels, he's falling and like
Right.
crazy shit is happening. But when they time travel, they just walk calmly.
Another
through it.
thing, and I just thought of this too. When he goes on his mission at the end and goes back, he tells him that it's always a 2-man car. that you always need two people. It's always two people that go. Well, where the fuck was the second person at the beginning of the movie?
That may have been procedural.
I know,
because he did it alone in the middle of the movie as well.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have done it. He wasn't supposed to do it at the
Right.
beginning because that was procedure. They don't ever work about themselves. Well,
He's a
fuck.
badass.
But
Yeah,
just-
Walker
well,
was like,
not
fuck
just
that.
Right.
Everybody was against him at that point because
Not at the very beginning, really.
He lost his bro and
So the only possible explanation I can think of for your car issue
middle of the movie.
is that the car has a much larger mass than he is, so it might not travel with him. But that leads me to the issue that any time travel involving speed, you would have to reach the speed of light, and nothing with mass can reach the speed of light.
See, my thought, they go to this time hub and they
you
take
don't
portals.
have the fancy computer chips, so you don't understand how
Yeah,
this
that
time
must
travel
be
works.
right.
Yeah.
If I was writing
Magic
this
computer.
movie, well, what I would have told you was that the time car goes through into a time hub. And this time hub lets you take portals to any point in time. And then when you're done, you take the tape recorder, takes you back to the time hub.
The Dark Tower approach.
I
Yeah, but
haven't read the
you
Dark
would still
Tower,
need the
'cause fuck Stephen
same.
King.
You would still need the same physics to go back to the time
fair.
hub.
My biggest
Right.
issue with
You
it
would think.
is
He's
he goes
pretty
from a
hot.
seated position to a standing position and vice versa.
Yes, it's dumb.
My
it's so
issue's
fucking dumb.
slightly lesser, but does the car hit the wall every time?
No,
No,
because
it disappears.
His car is gone.
Where
It
is
goes
he
to the time
first
hub.
time
Where are all
you-
the cars going?
That's
you
what I'm
see them
talking
come
about.
back.
No. You see them come back, and they're back in the car, and it stops.
Again, Tanner, you're not going to understand this.
Yeah.
This is above my head.
You
Well,
see it in the movie that
I
they get back
guess-
in the car when they hit
Indeed.
the tape
Yes.
recorder.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No.
dumb fucking movie.
But-
Yes, go ahead,
See-
Jeff.
But did you get it?
Now we can go into paradoxes. Okay. So if you go back in time, you change time, you come back. How do you know you're going to get back in that car? How do you know it's going to be there?
Yeah, how do you know they didn't
true.
decide to build the factory on the other side of the street?
Right.
Magic.
That doesn't
All of a sudden,
make
you
any
show
sense.
up in the bathroom of a KFC, surrounded by
Or
just
60
puked up
feet under, in the
diarrhea
middle
gravy.
of dirt.
Or an
So-
orgy.
Another scene too. Okay.
Homeless orgy.
when when
sewer.
Chiggers.
when Ron Silver. What did you say?
With chiggers.
A
Oh,
bed
the
of
little
chiggers.
bugs, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Chiggers. It's a safe word. It's allowed. I'll allow it. Anyways,
Great Scott.
you know where there was a lot of chiggers they probably took care of when they burned all those buildings in Ferguson.
Oh,
They probably
no.
burn up a lot of chiggers in
That
those
is very
beds. Yeah.
time sensitive.
Too much. Too
What's
much.
up, Timecop? Let's talk about Ferguson.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you know.
We can wait for
Time.
Ferguson because I'd like to talk about Timecop.
I'm sorry.
Life moves pretty
We
fast.
were talking about bed bugs, and I just had to get in on it.
Okay, do you want to do some paradoxes now, Jen?
Well, before we jump into paradoxes, I just want to talk about other stupid fucking time travel stuff that
Okay,
happened in
let's
this
do it.
movie. When Senator was talking to his boy about needing more money, and the guy was like, "Oh, you can't do that," you know, and then he hits him and he knocks him into the wall and he starts bleeding. Okay, well, at that point, yeah, blood everywhere. Shouldn't have done that, or I mean, should have. Whatever.
Shouldn't have done
He goes back to the past, changes it so he's a billionaire. Well, when you come back, the guy's got fucking shit in his nose, like he's still got a bloody nose. Well, if he went back, changed it,
Didn't think of that one. That's a good point.
and
I-
the money, the money is
They wouldn't have
there,
had that same
they would have
argument.
never had that argument.
I believe this to be a paradox.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a paradox. I
it's
think
more
it's
of
just
a plot
shitty.
hole.
Yeah, I think it's just shitty movie writing.
No, but we're like it causes a paradox for what we're saying.
What?
The plot holes in this movie are time paradoxes. That's essentially what
I wouldn't
it
say that's a
turns out to
paradox. Though.
be.
I think it's just bad writing because they should have written that out. I mean,
Right, I agree.
generally, it's something that you would just write, correctly.
Yeah, I mean, they had a line later in the movie that commented on, "Hey, your face is still jacked up."
Yeah.
They could have just let that line out, and there you go. That problem's not there.
What about the fact that they all had very futuristic guns, even though they couldn't go into the future? That bothered.
What do
The
you-
guns bothered me.
By futuristic guns, do you mean a pistol with
A
a mag light that had hose clamps on it?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because that's what it
It was
was.
gorgeous.
Well, but they were like silent guns without silencers.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Future, bro. It's 2004.
A time bomb at the end kind of looked like a amped up lightsaber to me as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
If
See,
it's-
I thought it was an
just
ooze
C4 though.
canister
From Ninja
Or-
Turtles.
yes,
That's what I thought.
absolutely.
The funny part is they didn't make it
CGI.
futuristic
It
at
wasn't
all.
futuristic
Like
explosives,
it was
yeah.
C4.
Yeah.
C4.
It was like, this is C4. It's gonna blow the shit out of your house.
It's gonna vaporize your house, and then it doesn't vaporize the house. Did you notice that
No,
when the
it was
bomb
not
went off at the end
vaporized.
of the movie, like the whole frame of the house was still there. The windows were gone. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what made him
Alright.
made it so easy to rebuild when he at the end of the movie when he goes back to his house and
I
it's
think
there.
Yeah.
That's how we all come
Was
back
the
to
bomb
Ferguson.
necessary? Couldn't they have just shot him?
Yeah, it probably wasn't necessary. You could probably say they were using it to hide evidence and all this other crap. But it is a good point. I didn't even think about that when I saw it into the movie. Why would they rebuild that house?
Yeah, it wouldn't.
That house was destroyed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, except for the frame, apparently.
It's true. I mean, it was
Frame's still
burnt.
good.
Yeah.
Just rebuild.
You can
But
do
I would also like to point out though that house was enormous, and he's a DC cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do they get paid?
Well,
Yeah.
he's
Well,
a
we don't-
DC time
we,
cop.
we don't know what
He-
Mia Sarah did.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
I
wasn't
guess
at
not
the time.
initially.
In
yeah.
1994, all he was a DC cop, and we don't know what his wife. Yeah, that's a good point. We don't know what his wife
Yeah.
did.
She is
She
a
got pregnant.
smoking hot biddy.
Yes.
Them
Yeah.
titties.
Stripper.
Mhm.
But if
Mhm.
anyone would like to know, you see them titties in this movie, and
Mhm.
they're everything you thought they
Both of
could
them.
be in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So
Except way bigger.
on to paradoxes. A lot of them involve
That
the
is a
first
paradox.
and last scene of the movie.
Yeah, I had one earlier, but I don't remember. I had a good one earlier, but I don't remember what it was.
So one of them involves Senator McComb, and the other one involves the scenes in general. Because if he went and changed it all, the original scene shouldn't have happened in the first place, right?
Exactly.
Because it would always happen as it happened that time, because he
Well, you're
came
not
back in
talk-
time to fix it.
You're not talking about the first scene. You're talking about the scene.
Talking about the mall
where-
scene.
Oh yeah. You're right. It's not the first scene.
Yeah.
It's the first time they come to his house.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like though at that point, we're playing it out as Walker's memory. I don't know. See, if he's protected in this little time hub, like if his memory doesn't get erased because of time changing, I could see how that would work. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense because original Walker. Okay, I see what you're saying. Original Walker never saw, young Walker never saw old Walker in the fight, but the fight was different.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
But they try to
They
explain
should have
it.
filmed it.
They say that things change as you change
Right.
time.
But yeah, Walker would have seen him. You know, I don't know.
No. So in a properly written time traveling movie, yeah, younger Walker. We should have never seen older Walker at the beginning, and younger Walker's perspective should have been exactly as it was in the final scene of the movie.
Did we see older Walker? That's a question we were having too. We forgot to check back and look at it. But
I don't
in the
believe so.
in the mall, that's what we were wondering if he was standing there by the window when he walked by.
May have
Well,
been.
no, it was different. Because if
Okay.
you think back, the funny part in the beginning when he catches the
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
the purse snatcher and he
he
puts his
does
foot in
this-
his face and he says,
yeah.
"What does it say?"
Right.
And he says Wolverine. He says, "Read between the lines." And the guy says, "I should get the fuck out of here."
Yeah. God. This movie.
Amazing.
That's a beautiful line.
Yeah, it's an amazing line. So then
I feel like if I
there's-
walked up and somebody's foot was in my face, I'd just push on it
Yeah.
and watch him fall.
So then there's the part where Senator McComb says he's going to kill himself, and it won't matter because he'll win, and his younger self will be
Right.
president. And then
yes.
So he's saying that it wouldn't matter that he came back in time and died because he would still live on. But then,
Like you would die at the 50-year-old self that you are. You would never live past 50, regardless.
but that's not what he's saying. He's
Right.
saying that he
No.
eventually, like, if he changed the past, he would have never come back
Yeah, it's
to the
retarded.
past. And then,
Because they say in the movie at one point that
I
the
guess
only
that's
way,
kinda true.
the only way you can know
But
that
it's
something
paradox.
changed is because the people will remember. Like somebody's gonna remember that it was different.
Right.
But that doesn't make any sense.
but it wouldn't be him because he would have died.
It's true.
Well, he would have died there, but he would have died after the point in which he changed it, came back to change it. So he wouldn't have actually died because he would have never came back. But then again, if he never came back,
Then how would it
how
have
would it have
changed in the
changed?
first place?
Right. So paradox.
This movie was dumb as hell.
You're
Yeah.
fucking dumb as hell.
They needed to watch more Star Trek before they wrote this movie.
It
Mm.
was dumb. Or
And
Stargate.
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
That was
Stargate.
one thing that I'm
Totes.
I'm getting sick of time travel movies.
Really? I
There
enjoy
haven't
them.
been that many.
I get
lately.
sick
This
of
movie
modern-
is way older than the other time travel movies.
I
you've
looked
seen.
at I know.
I don't like
But
modern time travel movies.
I looked
many
up
time travel
time
movies have
travel
there been?
274
What?
listed on Wikipedia.
I've seen
274.
Hmm.
Really? You just
I
know
don't-
off the
I
top
don't
of your
know
head?
off the top of my head
I
how
don't
many
have
I've
fucking
seen.
clue.
Yeah.
I feel like it's too many.
I don't know.
What
I don't
other,
like I
what
don't
plot
like,
lines are you wanting people to go for now?
I don't know.
I like the Back to the Future type plot lines. Like I
Yeah.
think those are great plot lines. I don't like the modern day, like go back to get some more money timelines.
Yeah.
Like those are getting kind of old. There have been quite a few of those.
Yeah.
Speaking of hot 80s actresses, Leah Thompson.
Hmm.
Them titties.
Hmm. That's his mama,
That's who's
So
mama?
hot.
Marty McFly's.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
An awkward situation.
I wasn't talking about her. I got confused about who Lee Thompson was.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
I'm
okay.
gonna go back because I
So-
talk about this every episode. I'm talking about Doc Brown's main piece in the third one.
Yes.
I can't remember her name.
Mary Steenburgen.
Mary Steenburgen.
Yes.
Yeah. Ted
Ted
Danson's
Clara.
wife. Yeah.
Right, Clara.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think she's hot as shit for a woman.
Talking about something that's hot as shit, you also see JCVD ass and the splits.
Ooh.
Mm.
Splits
His
for days,
When he
son.
jumps up on the counter,
It was
Shoved
majestic.
up.
I got hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
6 to fucking
fantastic.
midnight.
Well, we
I
really
got hard.
It
and my
may have
butt
been
got wet.
fantastic. It was completely pointless.
No, yeah, it was good. He could have.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
it,
he could have
wasn't
avoided that.
pointless.
In,
It was
all he had to do-
50,000 volts, motherfucker. Have a
All he
nice
had to
day.
do was turn and do the little hop and land on the counter with his butt. You're,
Can
like,
you-
you're done.
He can't
That's it.
do that.
Can you tell me how that guy got shocked wearing his rubber shoes and the water hitting them?
It's 50,000 volts, man.
Oh,
Doesn't
oh,
matter.
that makes sense.
50,000
Rubber
volts,
doesn't count.
motherfucker. Have a nice day.
Because that was a big number in whatever year this was. When was
Yeah,
this made?
we've got like what 2 million volt.
1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah, we've got 2 million volt fucking stun guns now.
They're like
Can I hit you with
They're
one
like
of those?
Don't tase me, bro.
the amperage doesn't matter. They're all just minuscule and or the voltage doesn't matter. They're just minuscule in amperage, so they can't kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The amperage is what kills you.
You
That's
know
what,
what-
Voltage
that's what we
just
gotta
tells
worry
you how
about.
much you can go
You
through.
know who should have used a stun gun? That cop in Ferguson.
Oh.
30 volts can kill you, by the way. If anyone was wondering, you can die from 30 volts if there's enough current.
Before we steer too far away from Jean-Claude Van Damme, I do think that it's important that we take a moment to reflect on the amazing hair that he displayed in this
Who-
movie.
Oh,
fucking
man.
gorgeous.
Because as a man who's losing some of his own, I found myself both humbled and broken by watching the magnificence that was his hair in this movie.
I get
Well,
that.
and it's not only him. All of
Yeah.
the futuristic thugs, they have fantastic hair.
Yeah, the mullets were
Disagree.
as classy as you can get. I mean, just profound.
One of them has like a curly mullet,
Mhm.
and that is
Yeah.
They look like fucking. They look like the fucking guys
Yeah.
from Mad Max. Fucking Fury Road.
Hey,
When's the new one?
Oh,
That's
supposed
what
to
people
come
in
out.
1994 thought that people would look like in 2004.
That's right,
Apparently, nothing but
2008.
mullets.
They
Not
were
soon
right.
enough.
Yeah.
That new Mad Max looks amazing. Did you watch the trailer for
Yeah,
it? That was
yeah.
phenomenal. Tom fucking Hardy. You think they're gonna give Gibson a cameo, or do you think he hated too many Jews?
Yeah, I think
He
he's
may
hated
have-
too many Jews for a
Yeah.
cameo.
Yeah,
You're
That's
not
kind
win-
of-
Normally, you do cameos to gain some favor with people. I don't know
Yeah.
who Mel Gibson's gonna gain favor with.
let's let's take Timecop for a little bit longer.
All right, sorry.
One-liners. I'll go first. So when he first catches Senator McComb in the act of the time traveling, he tells him to freeze, and Senator McComb tells him that it makes no sense to say freeze. Does it look like I'm freezing? And 2 minutes later, he freezes the arm off of one of his thugs and kicks it off, and
That
he
was
says,
amazing.
"I should have said freeze."
It's retarded.
It was fantastic. Does anyone else have
McComb
one?
comments on that.
My
Says,
favorite
yeah, you
was
should have. I saw that.
the first line of the credits when it was over.
Oh, you're
I enjoyed that.
Oof. Rule number 2. I hate you. I fucking hate you so much.
Why?
Oh,
This movie was boring.
you're fucking boring.
what were you talking about?
He was glad the movie was over.
I was glad the movie was over.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Does
First line of
anyone have a
credits.
legitimate
No.
one-liner they liked in this movie?
There weren't that
I-
many.
The Broadway
Yes.
kicks. That
Yes.
was pretty
There
cool.
you
There,
go.
there
I
were
can't
a
remember
few.
exactly what they said, but
I'm still kicking.
McComb
I
at
must
one
be on
point-
Broadway.
yeah, McComb at one point tells Walker that he kicks so much he should be on Broadway. The only place you can make money with kicks like that is on Broadway or something
Oh,
like that.
gosh.
And then when
And
he's
so then when
yeah.
Walker goes to make McComb and McComb collide, he kicks McComb and says, "I should have been on Broadway. Still kicking. Should have been on Broadway."
Who's Matuzak? Was that his boss?
Yeah,
yes,
that's the
yes.
Yeah. That guy had some good one-liners too. I don't remember what they were, but they were pretty good.
Okay.
Thought I'd bring that up.
More thoughts.
I don't have any one-liners from this movie, but since this movie did have Mia Saro in it, and
Oof.
Ferris Bueller's one of my favorite movies, just thought I'd share that quote that life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for that.
well played, sir.
Yeah.
She's pretty hot in this movie.
Semi-relevant because
Okay.
of the time travel.
Yes, because life, it moves fast.
You don't really miss them titties though.
No.
They're there.
Dem titties. Any other likes, dislikes about this movie?
I really liked her titties.
That's it. That's all you're gonna say because
I-
you're the only other
I
person here apparently
love
that loved
the
this
movie.
movie. So I'm gonna need some help here.
I do not understand why anybody could hate anything that Jean-Claude Van Damme has made. He is the muscles from Brussels.
Yes, he is.
Um, I believe he was around in biblical times. I don't know.
I don't think that's
no,
true.
no. Well, he should have been. He is a man amongst boys.
He is.
Anytime you can do a split, not even looking, or even looking, I don't know.
Are you
It's-
touching yourself
I
under the
can't do
table
a
right
split.
now?
Both hands.
Oh, little JCVD,
Okay.
all it takes to get him hard.
Okay, I'll do one talking point here.
Sorry.
Let's talk about how he seduces his wife
Oh yeah.
because it is creepy as fuck.
Oh,
He
yeah.
whispers in
Yeah.
her ear.
Yeah.
Is that the part? Or
Yeah.
But well, that does bring up another good line where he says, "Who are you, what are you waiting for?" Blah blah blah, and she says, "I'll go home with you." When I turn around, if my husband's not here, and she's like, "Oh, you'll do." That was pretty classy.
Yeah. Like, but the way he does it is just so creepy. He's like,
Yeah.
and she's
Walking
like,
up
I'm waiting
behind
for
her.
my husband.
I'd like to imagine that on set, that the script was different, and then once he got a hold of it, he
Made
sort
it
of-
super rapey.
he decided that this isn't the way it works. So let's just rape it up a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, let's do.
You know what would have made this movie better?
Okay, let's do it.
Could have been another movie.
No, if it
Yeah.
would have had Wesley
the fuck
Snipes
up.
and Sylvester Stallone in it,
Oh,
and 3 seashells.
that would have.
Oh, three
Three
seashells.
seashells.
That would have made this a better movie.
Wow,
That movie is amazing.
that is an amazing movie.
That would be Demolition Man.
Yes, that movie is fantastic. We'll
Wow.
we'll briefly get Tanner's rating of this movie, and then we'll move on because he's a piece of shit.
Truth.
I don't know. Maybe a 6.
Well, think about what you've rated other movies.
I would probably put it just below Deep Blue Sea. It was
Wow.
yeah.
What fucking movie were you watching?
Deep Blue Sea
what
was more
fucking-
entertaining than this.
What fucking
there was
planet
more
are you
action.
from?
There was
I
more
just-
action in Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah,
shit.
there were
No.
sharks
Dude.
and like yeah.
No.
No.
Oh, shit.
Did
This
anyone
movie-
break anyone's neck in Deep Blue Sea with their
No.
bare fucking
Mhm.
hands?
This didn't hold
Mhm.
my attention. I was bored. I don't know. I didn't enjoy it.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
gonna paint your
This
face and
is
take you to
definitely
Ferguson.
better than Deep Blue
All
Sea.
right, all right. We're gonna move on
Yeah.
from that, Josh.
This is a 9 on the Richter scale. Yeah. Suck it. Great movie.
You're giving this a 9.
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
giving this a 9.
It was a good movie.
I believe that's what he just
And
For
we're
a bad
doing
movie.
for a bad movie.
Okay. All right.
And you want to weigh in on that anymore, Josh? Or is
I
that-
would absolutely love to.
Okay, let's do this.
Fantastic movie. It's a good vision of our future.
Absolutely.
Slash
Ten
past.
years
Except-
past,
Except the
yeah.
cars.
Yes. Well,
Our
we're gonna
future
have those
2004.
cars.
I don't
They'll
want those
be
cars.
there. Did you not want a car where you could say drive home?
Oh my
And the car
God,
drives
I would
home.
love
Have you seen
that.
the Google
Those kinda
cars? They
beautiful.
look
Would
so
love
much
that.
nicer than
We're
that.
almost there though.
We are
Google.
almost there.
But-
Google? I think you mean Tesla. Tesla's putting Google to shame in the fucking automated fucking driving department.
I haven't paid attention the last
Whoa.
couple
I'm pretty
months.
sure we still won't see it for several years.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, but
And
that
it won't be
So,
widespread
is it just
for like
me,
30.
or did
neither
that
are
car?
the Google cars.
Did the car look just like the Star Tours spaceship
Very
at
similar.
Disney World?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
the shape and everything.
It looked like a
Very
Toyota Tercel. That's what the car
Yeah.
looked like.
Kind of, yeah. All right, Chad.
6.
Okay. So are you saying it's under Deep Blue Sea or better than Deep Blue Sea?
I liked it a little bit better than Deep Blue Sea, probably.
Okay.
Didn't have Sam Jackson in it, but it had
Nope.
JCVD, so, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm really...
Yeah.
And didn't have LL Cool J.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a toss-up for me.
Yeah.
Fuck
So you're saying,
Jean-Claude Van Damme. I said it. I
can we
said
turn
it.
his mic
The
off
Street
now?
Fighter is going to come fucking...
Yes.
Can we
guile
just
all
turn
over your
Tanner's
face.
mic off?
He's like 60. I like my chances.
I don't...
Oh,
you
he would whoop your
I
ass.
He's gonna
He
hold
is
a
a
knife.
world
I
record
know.
box kicker.
He's
or
gonna hold a
kickboxer or
knife
whatever.
Is he
up
really?
He is
Yeah.
a fucking
Yeah.
box kicker.
He's a
I
box
would like to
kicker.
say for the
Fuck
record, I do
cardboard.
not affiliate with Tanner or
Fuck
his
cardboard.
opinions.
Yeah.
He's going to
Please
hold a
leave me
knife to
safe.
your chest and then roundhouse kick it into you.
He has won all
Yeah.
kind of professional kickboxing tournaments.
Really? I
That's
didn't
how
know that.
fucking fast he
He's-
is, bro.
He's good.
Yeah.
I'm
Knife.
not scared.
He lets go of the knife and kicks it.
They don't call
And it
him
doesn't move.
Muscles from Brussels for no fucking reason.
And
Who calls him
have
that?
you seen
The
him
Thunder
dance
from
in
Everyone who
Down
Kickboxer?
fucking
Under.
matters.
The Thunder
You
from
would
Down
never
Under.
say that.
I don't think that's affiliated with JCVD, but I'm using it.
Okay.
I think that is
Any-
what they call his penis.
Any more, Chad?
Probably.
You want to weigh in on that more? or-
No,
okay.
I'm done.
Dave, what do you got?
I would say, with one stipulation, this was a good movie. If you can absolutely suspend logic
Yeah.
and if you are a person who is in no way offended by time travel paradoxes and or plot errors and or et cetera, whatever. If you can suspend all of that, I would say it's a pretty decent movie. But since I can't do that, I thought it was crap.
Well, if I
Thank you.
can, I'd like to say something about that.
Please.
No.
Every time travel movie is stupid about time travel. Like none of it ever makes sense. Like you can find so many holes in all of them.
That's true.
From what
I
I
would
think.
say honestly, probably the best that I've seen is Back to the Future as far as time travel goes.
Like the
Yeah, they're all right.
Lone Pine, Two Pines Mall.
They have
no,
some,
I'm talking about like timelines. It's like you fuck
Yeah.
with a timeline, it's a new timeline.
That's what that one.
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I was talking about. The
They're-
mall that was Two Pines Mall, and then he runs over
Yeah.
a pine tree, and then when he comes back, it's
Exactly.
Lone Pine Mall.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I can agree with the paradoxes part, but like the logistics part of time travel, that movie is also awful. Like going to 88 miles an hour, like that never makes no sense in any way.
No,
I think the
but-
more seriously you try to take the science in a movie, the more likely it is that you're going to piss people off and turn them off. I think that movies that succeed that deal with time travel are the ones that don't really focus.
Force
I mean,
you
they
to
get a
suspend
flashy
reality,
car and they go through some flashy lights and boom. And I mean, the story isn't really about explaining how time travel
And lightning
works.
Zach, I must
strikes.
point out though that if you're saying that the 88 miles an hour is hogwash, I think you aren't remembering they have a flux capacitor.
That's true. That's
yeah,
an important
yeah.
point.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
totally right.
Not
And
Brown-
a-
You
and a
have to
DeLorean.
factor in-
1.21
It's true.
gigawatts.
And a Mr.
Oh.
Fusion,
Yeah.
you've got to factor all these things
Yeah.
in
That's
before
like-
making a generalization.
Well, they
That's-
didn't
well, that's
have
like
the
the
Mr.
jump-
Fusion until later, but
That's
you
one
know.
of the
It's true.
nerdiest jokes
But the
that's
flux
ever happened.
capacitor is
A
key.
flux
And
capacitor.
Huey Lewis in the motherfucking news.
Yep.
For all of
Okay.
you out there that may not know this, flux and capacitance do not exist together ever. It is literally impossible.
Doc
So-
Brown hit
Says
his
you.
head on a toilet to come up with that
Says
idea.
no,
Or a
no,
shell.
Says you.
that's just science. It's like
oh goodness.
it's like brain size. Anything else, Jeff? Any last thoughts?
That's not.
I'm sorry.
That's Dave.
Dave. No, I'm good. Like I said, if you can suspend the time travel issues, I would say it is slightly more entertaining than Deep Blue Sea.
Okay.
It's no surf Nazis must die, but it's
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Okay, Jeff, you want to give us a rating for this movie?
Absolutely. I think that this movie falls into that really awkward spot between.
My butt cheeks.
My
That is an
Yes,
awkward
I was
spot.
really hoping
Awkward spot.
somebody would help me out there. I'm setting you all up. That was a softball. No, I mean, this is a good bad movie or it's a bad good movie. It to me, you got to swing for the fences or strike out, and this is like a ground rule single or something. I don't know. I mean, the movie's not bad, but it's not bad enough to be great, and it's
Outside the
not
park
good
line.
enough to be great. So it just ends up being, meh.
Yeah.
I mean, there are tits in it, and Jean-Claude Van Damme
love
is
tits.
hilarious, but
And you
Love
say
tits.
butt.
Mhm.
I just
That ass does.
He
I
must
like
work
him-
out.
You
I
do
like
see
a
his
movie
butt.
that's on the extreme, and this one to me is just kind of marginally in the middle.
Okay.
So that's a 9.
Okay.
Oh, I have to give it a number.
You don't have to. I guess your rating could be meh.
Meh.
Your rating is meh.
Yeah,
My
I like-
rating
I
is
like
meh.
that.
a 9.
For me.
Okay. Any last thoughts on it? Or?
No, I think that's
I
all
think
I've
we
got.
should watch it again.
Okay.
I think
so
you should go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's what my mom says.
So
my-
Understandable.
Jean-Claude Van Damme's kickboxing record, 18-1.
that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Bring it, Tanner.
He lost to Jackie Chan. didn't
Most
he?
of them, like I'm looking at this on Wikipedia, only 2 fights went to round 2. Yeah.
Is Chrissy Mack
He was
on
the
there?
head of the toddler division.
He might have lost to Frank Dukes.
Is Chrissy Mack on there? Because I feel like
Oh my God.
I feel like she's up and coming.
She has. She
Literally.
did lose her last fight though.
She did to War Machine.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Pretty badly.
Okay. And anyways,
Those pictures were horrible.
yeah, I don't really want to talk about that.
Probably my
Domestic
favorite.
violence is
Probably
hilarious.
my favorite set of hers.
Yeah, we've given enough time laughing at the. Okay. I'm gonna give you my rating real quick.
No one
Please. I care. I'd like
Can
to
we
hear it.
unplug, like, seriously
No, it's-
unplug Tanner's mic?
It's in there.
All
I
right.
don't remember which one it is.
10. Motherfucking 10. I love this fucking movie.
You're giving it a 10.
It's fantastic. It is one of the best bad movies I've ever seen in my life.
He kind of just jumped out of his seat.
It's so fucking amazing.
He's right.
I understand all the shit we all talked about it, and I don't care. Like, I fucking love this movie.
What made it stand out?
It's just so
Everything.
entertaining. 1, JCVD. 2, awful time travel plot. 3, JCVD. 4, Mia Sarah titties. Damn titties. Or, well, titty. It was one titty, but
you see both.
titty.
We're having this
one's
argument.
enough.
Like, I just love everything about this movie, even though it's awful.
Those
Duly-
points are hard. to
Duly
argue.
noted.
I know they are. That's why it's a 10.
It's no 10.
Fucking 10.
10.
Fucking 10.
10. All right. All right.
Love
What's
John Voight.
what came out last week?
Last week, Exodus.
Varsity Blues.
Varsity
Josh is
Blues.
looking at me. He's like, John Voight.
It's like fucking dude. I love John Voight. What the
Damn.
fuck did it have to do with anything?
Wasn't that what he was saying in Varsity Blues?
It wasn't John Voight, but it is from Varsity
I
Blues.
thought John Voight said fucking 10. Like, I
No,
thought.
it's the fat kid.
Yeah, I know,
at
but
the
I
strip
thought,
club.
I could have sworn that John Voight had said it
No.
at some point.
It's the really fat kid, and she like comes
Whatever.
out, and he's like 10.
When I think about Varsity Blues, I
10.
think about John Voight saying fucking 10.
I
Fuck
don't
you,
want your
Josh.
life.
Anyways, did anyone see Exodus or have thoughts on it? I don't want to see this movie at all.
I had
I did.
thoughts on it.
I really.
Why is
Go
a
for it.
movie set in Egypt starring nothing but white people?
Mm.
Fair point.
Just saying, it's weird.
Fair point.
Do you really want to
Christian
have
Ba-
this conversation?
Yes, I do. Christian Bale as Moses. Come on, you could get someone with a tan to do that role.
I'm gonna leave
Do you
this
get
one
it,
alone.
No,
Do
do
I
it.
get it?
Do you
Do it.
get it?
Yeah, but
It's-
Christian Bale doesn't wear hockey pads.
What?
Batman reference. I don't wear hockey pads. Yeah,
No.
whatever. Okay.
No, Moses didn't wear hockey pads.
Yes, he did.
No,
Yeah.
people are
He-
apparently
He
in
was a
uproar.
dynamite hockey player.
People are apparently in uproar because, like, I guess in this movie he parts the sea with a sword instead of a staff.
Yeah,
Like, there's this
Yes.
huge Christian outrage right now.
I called this
I feel like-
way
no.
back when we saw the first trailer for this.
You feel like
this is
what?
going to be a problem.
I feel like no one should be surprised that there are
No.
some slight inaccuracies.
Yeah,
Like, I read this rant,
But they
this-
will be.
this
It's a
It's
whole-
freaking Hollywood.
I read this whole
Right.
Christian rant about how come Hollywood can't get a Christian movie right and blah 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 blah
They
blah.
did.
Because they want to
Yeah,
make
Left
money.
Behind.
no, it's coming out this Christmas.
Oh yeah, Kirk Cameron.
Kirk Cameron.
Yeah.
It's
Save
Saving
Christmas.
Christmas.
Save Christmas,
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, it looks
Oh,
If
wonderful.
there's anybody that can get the Christian message out there, it's Kirk Cameron.
that
Fucking A.
movie looks awful.
Step by Step, best show ever.
Yep, he definitely owned that show. Him and Susan Sarandon.
Ooh,
Mm.
Who was the guy, the main male in that show? The dad.
Robin Thicke.
Yep.
That was him.
Yes.
So thick.
It was Robin Thicke.
It's growing pains, not
Yeah.
stepping stones.
We know
I'm
it's
just
all
being a-
sarcasm.
Just being an
Really
asshole.
slow over here.
And it wasn't even Robin
Oh,
Thicke,
it
it was
was-
Alan Thicke.
No, it was the dude
Patrick
from
Duffy.
Patrick Duffy.
Dallas.
That's it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it was the cop from Die Hard, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
On
Step
Step by Step.
It was
Carl
John-
Winslow.
Uncle
John
Phil.
McClane.
I always used to imagine
No,
that it was
not-
the
not
same
John
cop.
McClane.
Yeah, it was Uncle Phil.
You mean the one that says I'm getting too old for this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
You mean Morgan Freeman?
No, I mean Uncle Phil.
Am I the only one that did that? That just imagined it was the
He
same
was really good and
character,
honest,
like
Dodd.
in Die Hard and
That'd be beautiful.
Family
Which
Matters.
one was he in
Family
Amistad? There were
Matters,
so
yeah.
many.
Oh man, what
think
if
it-
Carl Winslow had been in place of Jean-Claude Van Damme in this movie?
I would watch it all day.
Carl Winslow should have
That's
been
what-
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
You know,
That's
he-
what would have done it.
You know
no
that
one
actor
can
is
replace
actually
Jean-Claude
gay.
Van Damme.
What?
That actor is actually gay.
not
Easy.
that there's any
Carl
wrong
Winslow.
with
Carl
that.
Winslow is
No,
gay.
he's
I've
not.
never
There's
seen a
anything
big
wrong
gay
with that.
black
Sure,
man.
that's
So
Pretty
he was-
sure?
pretty sure.
You can't throw wild accusations out
I have
there. and
never
then say
seen a
pretty
big-
sure.
I'll look
there's
it up.
nothing wrong
I've
with
never
that,
seen a
Josh.
big gay bear.
No, absolutely.
Not
but
that there's anything wrong with that.
that's an accusation.
Yeah.
It is an accusation.
You never seen what, Jeff?
A big gay bear.
Okay, we'll get back to that one. Top 5. I didn't even hear about this one. What was this movie?
What movie?
Top
I don't
5.
remember.
Top 5.
Top 5.
It's got Chris Rock and somebody else,
Gotta be
and
gold.
I believe that it revolves around somebody who Chris Rock is like a has-been celebrity whose wife wants them to do some reality marriage wedding thing, and he's trying to stay true to his acting roots, and that's about all I got.
I can see
Chris
why.
Rock.
Oh yeah, real quick. I looked it up, and because I was talking about Uncle Phil too. Apparently, top 3 favorite allegedly gay black TV actors was James Avery, Uncle Phil, Carl Winslow,
No way.
Reginald Bill Johnson.
and Sherman Hemsley, George Jefferson.
I believe
But he was
Sherman
chasing
Hemsley
Jaleel
was
White
gay.
the whole time.
Yeah,
He never married.
Urkel.
Yeah.
I don't think Carl Winslow was.
Yeah.
Childhood.
I just don't see Carl
It's all
Winslow being
broken.
gay.
It's done.
No,
And Danny Tanner. I'm
I mean,
calling it.
that mustache.
He
There's,
hasn't announced anything yet, but
he's not gay.
there's nothing
Bob
gay about
Saget.
that
He's
mustache
not gay.
at all.
no,
Okay.
no.
Carl
So much
Winslow's
childhood.
mustache.
He got them twins
creates
before
miracles.
They, never mind. I'm not even gonna.
I can see why top 5 didn't make any money.
yeah.
Exodus
Yeah.
made 24 mil.
Yeah.
But I have no desire to see either of those movies.
I want to see
No.
Exodus.
So this
This
week, we have The Hobbit, and I am still, as with the other two, extremely not excited.
I won't watch it until it's.
I will be seeing it opening night purely for the special effects.
Yeah.
See, but I hate going to see movies for the special effects.
Yep.
Especially when, like,
Yeah, but
That's one of those movies you have to see in theater, though.
It's
So
gonna be
they-
awesome.
I feel like you have to see in theater.
I'm gonna buy the most expensive movie ticket there is to see the special effects and their glory they were intended to be seen in.
I agree with that because I enjoyed the Lord of the Rings in the
IMAX,
theater.
whatever it needs to be,
They
yeah.
were awesome.
it just bothers me that they stretched a movie that
Oh,
was
yeah, it
smaller
bothers me
than all
too,
the Lord
but-
of the Rings books.
I'm gonna see a bunch of
into
trolls fighting each other. Okay.
A movie into a movie that's 3
Also
parts
happening
and
in
3 times
Ferguson.
as long as any of the movies.
It all comes full circle.
Hot button tonight.
Nobody's listening anyway. It doesn't matter.
That's true.
Hey, did you guys hear what Michael Keaton said in the news this week?
No.
Oh, no.
Well, there was an interview done with what's the actor who just got done playing Batman in the last series?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. Christian Bale was saying, that he was sort of, once he saw Ben Affleck was going to be playing Batman in the
Jealous.
new movie, that he was a little jealous.
Yeah.
Felt a little bad about turning it down. And so Michael Keaton has been doing the rounds because he's got a movie he's nominated for a lot of awards with.
Was it
called
Beetlejuice?
Birdman.
Oh,
No, not Beetlejuice.
wrong one.
And the interviewer, brought up this fact that the other actor Christian Bale was a little jealous. And the interviewer said to Michael Keaton, do you sometimes regret the decision to hang up the cowl, feel like maybe you missed out on something, a little jealous that another actor is playing that part? And Keaton responded, no. You want to know why? Because I'm Batman. That was
That's
pretty
awesome.
cool.
Keaton.
He's still my favorite.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
my favorite Beetlejuice.
No, he's still my favorite Batman.
Favorite Batman, without a
my
doubt.
favorite Batman's up and coming. Batfleck, bro.
Batfleck?
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
fucking.
but he's
call it-
unproven. I mean, how can he be your favorite? He's not done it yet.
Have
He
you
doesn't
seen,
need to.
Have you seen fucking Daredevil? That's
Uh,
how you know.
He
Have
knows
you seen
how to
Jersey
be a
Girl?
Oh,
superhero.
I see.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
Geely,
Geely.
Well, truly.
you have proof that he's going to be the best
Jersey Girl?
Batman. Best
Oh,
Batman.
Jersey Girl?
Andy was the bomb in Phantoms.
Oh,
That's true.
Thank you for adding the S.
The
you're
band.
welcome.
Yes, that's Phantom
He was in
Planet.
Phantom Planet.
Yeah.
Also,
Evan
uh,
Schwartzberger.
we seal Robin Williams' legacy with Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb.
I can't
What a
Was
way
he,
to go out.
was he in that?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait,
Yeah,
what's
I
the
think so.
what's the title?
Secret of the Tomb.
Oh, not ooze.
Secret of the Tomb?
Tomb.
Whose tomb?
I have no idea, and I don't care, and it looks
Lively
awful.
Is it-
Is
is
this
it
one of those
Robin-
movies that's
Is
gonna
it
leave you
Robin
hanging?
Williams' tomb?
Yes.
No, because I know what you do in that. You go down and you rub the lamp, and then Robin Williams pops up,
In the Cave of Wonders.
and then he grants you wishes.
He hangs out for a little while.
Okay.
God.
I've made 2 in the span of a minute.
That's the first one I really got.
If
Let's ruminate on that.
they're not
Yeah, let's let it hang
shaping,
around
if
for a
they
minute.
didn't shape his tomb or his grave like that lion's head from Aladdin, they did it wrong.
Agreed.
The Cave of Wonders.
Yeah, and then just randomly send little orphan boys down there. and tell them they can get the treasure.
Just wish someone
Never
could have
mind,
been
never mind.
there.
I'm not gonna keep going.
Wow,
Michael
that
Jackson
turned into a
support.
pedophilia.
It was
joke.
gonna get
Yeah.
dark
Like,
real
support-
quick.
narcoleptic.
Support him, you
or
know.
not narcoleptic.
Tell him to hang in there.
Yeah. There you go.
It's a tough pill to
Necrophilia.
swallow.
Oh, that's for the birds right there.
Whew. Okay, Annie
Onward and upward.
It's a hard knock life.
with Jamie Foxx.
Oh God, pass.
It's-
Hard
yeah.
pass.
I don't think we need to
Can't
talk more
wait
about
to see
that.
It
one.
didn't need a remake.
Yeah, why?
The first one was
Are you
bad.
saying it because it was the white kids?
Mm.
No, it just
That's
didn't need
racist,
a
bro.
didn't need
Yeah,
a
I don't know
remake.
why you
Has
go
the
there.
government gotten a hold
Racist.
of you?
It's like Blackula.
Boar's head.
You know?
Boar's head?
You
Boar's
eat
head
any
has got
jelly
his
beans?
hands
we
all up
almost
in
made
you.
it a whole episode.
I was just asking an honest question.
Oh, by the way, this episode brought to you by
We have no
Balzac.
room for those here, Josh.
Pump up the fun with Balzac. Comment, like, subscribe, share to for your chance to win a Balzac.
Very
If we
small
can-
chance.
Don't tell them we might not be able to find one.
So you're
I just
saying
said-
there's a chance.
Don't do that. I don't think we already have them.
Yeah,
We do.
the warehouse full.
If you are listening to this and you still have a surplus of Balzac hanging around,
I'll
we would
give
love
you
for you to
6 cents
send
for
it in.
them.
Send us some
Per
Balzac.
Balzac.
And then we
No.
It's
will
actually a pretty good deal.
I might actually give him a
Oh.
cool dollar bill for that.
distribute them
Mhm.
properly.
I
So,
would love a
just
Balzac.
let us know.
Yeah.
Give us your Balzacs.
Yeah.
We
Balzac, if you're listening,
That is-
send us some Balzacs, motherfuckers.
That is the dumbest, most random mention. I'm gonna have to go back and listen through and figure out what our thought process was.
We
with
want to
Balzac.
get your Balzacs in our hands.
Also, sleep
Give them to
number, if
us.
you're listening.
We would also like you
I would like a bed,
to. Yeah.
a big one.
It's gonna have to be.
Oh,
We need the
obviously.
number set on ERR or 17.
Prove to me that ERR does not happen when I get on your bed.
This is a challenge, motherfuckers.
Uh-huh.
The gauntlet has been thrown.
Yep. Put
It is
gloves
your time
off.
to answer and answer with vigor. So, on the theme of the day,
Yeah. If you guys could go back in time,
Ferguson?
what would you change?
Oh man.
the answer can't be Ferguson.
I wouldn't change that for the world.
Come back to me. Come back to me.
One thing in history if you change. So,
Yep.
Ooh.
It can't be like Hitler. You can't win the lottery.
No, that's
Nothing important. You know, it's just got to be something funny.
Lottery is really important. Hitler, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
are we gonna
Strong
are we
statement.
gonna go there with the Hitler thing?
No.
I don't know. Tanner, what about you?
I don't know. Give me a second. You
Oh my
skip me.
gosh.
Skip
you
me.
wrote it down. How
I didn't
not
think of an
even-
I got
answer.
About it?
At one time when she said, "Don't do this in my mouth," and I just,
So-
I would have just let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uh,
I get it.
Well,
You
okay.
didn't?
not that time. The one time. The one time is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay.
Way
I'd
too
prefer
nice.
to
Say,
be
oh, okay, your eye it is then.
Giving them choices.
Yeah.
Oh.
How about you, Josh? I know you're sad about not being able to hang out with Hitler, but
are we? So we're talking not being able to change something that changed the course of history.
No, you
Correct.
definitely can.
It's not
We're
something
just saying
super,
killing
super
Hitler
Kill
and winning the
Hitler's like
lottery.
the
No,
number
no,
one
no.
answer to that question.
No.
something more creative.
Not
than
for
that.
Josh.
Not number one.
not for Josh.
Josh wants to hang out with them, be bros,
Just understand
bro out,
where he's coming from.
play some GameCube.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Ooh.
Just
I wonder
drink
what
some
his
Natty
favorite
Ice.
GameCube game. It's got to be Mario Kart.
Whose?
Hitler. He's got to be a big fan of Mario Kart.
He would love Mario Kart.
What was the one with all
You
the
think he'd
little
like Yoshi?
minions that did things?
Maybe
Pikmin.
you know. I,
I
think
bet
he
he
might.
liked Pikmin.
I think he might be into Kirby.
March him off
Kirby,
the.
I think he might like Kirby.
Yeah.
I like Kirby.
Yeah.
He may like Civ.
What you got anything for us, Chad?
I
We-
would
we kick it-
probably, the day that I tore my ACL, I probably would.
Oh my god, I'm so tired of hearing about Josh's ACL.
Do you have anything for us,
The
Chad?
first time.
First time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would let it happen the second time.
Yeah, fuck that.
What do you got for us, Chad?
Hmm.
You know what? Fuck your
All right.
answer.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know
fuck
what?
that answer. Go
You
ahead.
know what? I'm gonna go. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna say I would go back in time and make sure that Balzac stuck around.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
That is
Early
See,
90s.
I was gonna say I'd go back in time and
Ooh.
invest in Balzac, just like Macomb did in this movie.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's
Steal-
a bad idea.
Yeah.
Make
I'm
sure-
gonna tell
Steal
you.
all the information
short
from
sell it.
Apple.
He's talking
and
about-
give it to Microsoft.
He's talking about options. He would,
and
Yeah.
create a supercomputer
Yeah.
company.
I want to go back and fuck a T-Rex while it's asleep. Right in the asshole. How many people can say they fucked a T-Rex?
No one.
Yeah.
No one can say that.
I could be that guy.
No
Because
one-
they're
no
not
one-
real.
No one would believe you, though. They would just think you're some crazy dude that likes to talk about fucking dinosaurs.
I'd take a picture.
Don't I have one slight
Don't
issue
they
with
put
this.
people places for stuff like
yeah.
that?
I feel like T-Rexes would have like bigger assholes than humans, and I don't know if your tiny little dick would do a
Yeah.
dent.
I'm not looking to give it
I
pleasure.
think,
Hot
you'd
dog.
have, I think you'd have to shove
This
your
is
whole
all
head
about
up
me.
that thing.
Yeah, but I don't
if
think
you-
you're getting any pleasure. This is hot dog down a hallway.
Like if you can't,
Whatever.
if you
you're
can't
just
touch
jamming
any
your
of the
dick in
sides
a
with
fucking
it,
tire.
then it's not technically like
What-
fucking, is it?
No rim. Just tire. You're just like wobbling around in there.
You rub it against the sides. It feels fine.
I feel like that's probably like the exact consistency of a dinosaur asshole. Is a rubber tire.
When I wrote this question
Am I
down,
doing this right?
when I wrote this question down, I never saw it taking a turn to a discussion about a dinosaur asshole.
I'm just saying.
You're the one that took it there.
I know.
This is your doing.
I know, but I didn't think about this in advance.
I didn't think about that my dick was not nearly big enough for this sort of thing.
Someone else.
Just the logistics of what you're saying don't work out.
Gosh.
Dick, tire.
What a story, though. I mean, what a story.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
You can tell the padded walls of your cell the rest of your life.
I'd
I'm
go.
the only guy in history.
I'd go back and stop Indiana Jones 4 from being made.
Oh. That's a solid
That's
answer.
real good.
Yep.
Say again, I missed it.
That's good for everyone.
I'd go back in time and stop Indy 4 from being made.
Yeah.
Oh, good call.
I'm surprised that answer
Shia
doesn't
LaBeouf.
beat Kill Hitler. I mean,
Yeah.
those things are close.
Fuck the dinosaur. I'm not gonna trust anything you say.
You can,
How do you know I haven't done it yet?
Touche.
So how would you do it, though? I mean, would you just like kill him, or how are you gonna stop moving? Movie?
well, can I ask you to like change it up a little bit,
Could
and this
you-
would also prevent that from happening?
Maybe.
Just murder him before he made any of the
Episode 1?
Yeah,
Yes,
1, 2,
thank
and 3.
you.
Like
Well,
just murder him before that, and
Pre
then
Jar Jar, and we're good.
that just
The
like
problem
nips
with
all
that,
that in the
though,
bud.
The problem with that, because I thought about that. The problem is, if you do that, it might never get sold to Disney.
Mm.
The problem with that is
We still don't know if that's good or
We
not.
don't yet. That's the thing.
Hayden
Worst
Christensen
actor on earth.
might never get the
No.
star quality to get the movie
Jumper.
and then
Oh,
Jumper would never be
man.
made.
Jumper
So
was
you-
before that.
I would have been
wasn't
fine with that.
it? I'm
Don't
pretty sure
care.
Jumper was before the Star
Don't
Wars
care.
movies.
Jumper was
A
shit.
pillar of my adolescence may not
Because
have
of
ever
I
been
don't-
created.
I don't care either way.
I think Jumper was before that.
Still don't
know.
care.
Oh, was it?
I don't think so.
I would much rather not have ever seen episode 1 through 3 than ever seen.
They weren't
Jumper.
good.
Yeah.
They weren't good.
They were.
They
much
sent
less than
episode 3
not good.
back and rewrote it, and it still sucked.
Did they really? Wow.
It came out
that's
significantly
bad.
later than it's supposed to.
Hmm.
So bad.
Ugh.
What do you got,
You
Chen?
still looking?
Yeah, I'm trying to find episode 1. Oh, yeah, Jumper was 2008. Wow, 2008.
Because Hayden Christensen was already, he was pretty old in Jumper.
That's
we
the
do
reason why you
Jumper?
got that.
I would love to
Huh?
do
'Cause I
Jumper.
want Josh to have to
let's
watch Jumper
let's
again.
watch Jumper
That'll be a
Next
good one.
week.
next week.
Yeah.
All right.
I hate Hayden Christensen so much.
That's gonna
You
that's
have
gonna make
no
this
idea.
fun.
Yeah, that's
How
good.
much I hate that guy.
That's
good.
It's good. Bringing the passion.
Could
That is
we-
my pleasure.
Could we open with that Third Eye Blind song called
Yeah.
Jumper?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jumper. Let's do it.
Because I fucking hate Third Eye Blind.
Yeah, we're totally gonna get permission for that.
Yeah.
Dave,
We
did
can play 15 seconds or so
15
of it.
seconds.
I came up with nothing better
I'll
than
get
the
a
Balzac
meta version.
thing, so
I'll
I'm
play
good.
it.
version.
Talk.
you're good.
There you
Okay.
go. That works too.
Any closing thoughts?
I hate Tanner.
I fucking hate Tanner.
I hope
so
he gets
much.
eaten while trying to fuck the dinosaur in
You
its
know,
tire
if it
asshole.
happens, it happens.
I didn't think my opinion of Tanner
Worth
could
it.
get any lower, but then he rated this movie, and then
I rated it a 6, like
and then
everybody else.
My opinion was lower. You said it was
Did
worse
you
than
hear
Deep Blue
everybody
Sea.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely worse than Bad Milo. I loved Bad
Oh,
Milo.
come on.
I thought Bad Milo was good too.
Bad
Yeah.
Milo was good, but it's not better than
No.
Time Cop.
You know what we need to
No.
do before next week? We
Not
need to
bad
come
in
out.
Time
We
Cop.
need to like have a a ranking list
I'd
from everyone. I want to see what everyone
We
ranks.
could have
what
a
we
running.
watch.
We could have a running list on
Yeah.
the website.
Okay, well,
I
yeah,
think
we'll
Check out our
FDR was
website,
still my
gooseride.com.
All right,
FDR
yeah,
was
so we're gonna close this out. We'll put up a running list from everyone. We'll try and put a running list from everyone.
Yeah.
Of the rankings of the movies we've seen. We would really enjoy you checking out our website, gooseriot.com. That's a really good way to see us. We want you to like, comment on our stuff and everything. We're also on iTunes, Stitcher, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We may have an Instagram. Who knows?
We probably do.
We got one of everything.
Let us know how you like the format change.
Yeah.
If you like it, great. If not, tell us to go fuck ourselves. That's fine.
We might listen one way or the other. Probably not. Maybe.
Yeah. We're really glad you stopped by, and thank you for listening.
Peace.
See ya.
Good night.
Sometimes when we touch. Yeah, okay. Bye.